Welcome to AI in Marketing. I am your host and news curator, Stan Bertolo from Nitro Marketing. You will find links to all the stories mentioned in this episode in the show notes.
Hello, this is Nia, your voice for today's headlines. It's Wednesday, May 20. Here is what we are covering. At the Google I/O 2026 keynote, Google introduced new AI agents in search, allowing users to create and manage AI agents that continuously update them on topics of interest. These agents represent a shift from traditional search tools, which respond only when prompted, to systems that operate 24/7 in the background. Unlike Google Alerts, these agents synthesize information from multiple sources, explain significance, compare perspectives, and provide actionable insights. For example, users interested in the stock market can create agents to monitor specific companies, track market activity, summarize earnings reports, and alert them to major changes. The agents can also assist with everyday tasks like tracking flight prices, monitoring sports events, following breaking news, and keeping tabs on housing or job market trends. Users can activate this feature by entering a prompt in AI mode in search, such as requesting updates on movie tickets. Relevant information triggers push notifications, and users can manage their tracked topics in AI mode history. Initially available to Google AI Pro and Ultra subscribers in the US, the agents will expand to other markets later. Alongside these agents, Google unveiled a major redesign of search, featuring an intelligent search box for longer queries and an AI-powered query suggestion system that enhances search capabilities beyond traditional autocomplete. Next, Google has introduced new AI models, including Gemini 3.5 Flash and Omni, at its annual Google I/O Developer Conference. Gemini 3.5 Flash is a lighter, faster model that offers advanced capabilities at a reduced cost, aiming to enhance user experience without compromising quality. Omni, a world model, simulates physical environments and is integrated into various Google platforms like YouTube Shorts. Additionally, Google unveiled Gemini Spark, an AI agent designed to assist users by performing tasks across connected apps. This move is part of Google's strategy to compete with OpenAI and Anthropic, which are preparing for IPOs. Google's focus on AI aims to strengthen its market position and address growing expectations in the tech industry. On that note, AI-driven predictive maintenance is transforming the trucking industry by addressing the costly issue of roadside breakdowns, which the American Transportation Research Institute estimates cost over $25 billion annually in lost productivity. Traditional maintenance approaches treat breakdowns as inevitable, but AI is changing this by analyzing data from truck sensors to predict failures before they occur. A typical heavy-duty truck generates over 25,000 data points daily, which AI systems use to identify patterns that precede breakdowns, allowing for scheduled maintenance rather than emergency repairs. This approach could reduce maintenance costs by 10% to 40% and cut downtime by up to 50%, according to McKinsey. Volvo Trucks North America has implemented AI-powered adaptive maintenance, adjusting service intervals based on real-time data, which helps fleets avoid unnecessary maintenance costs and maximize uptime. Despite rising operational costs and tight margins, fleet operators are investing in AI technology, with 89% of fleet firms using external working capital solutions to fund digital management platforms. However, the adoption of AI is hindered by outdated data infrastructure, which limits the technology's effectiveness. Preventive maintenance practices have already increased the average miles traveled between breakdowns, and further improvements depend on closing the data gap. Meanwhile, a recent study sponsored by Victorious reveals that 90% of brands have no mentions in AI search results, indicating a significant gap in AI visibility. The research analyzed 177 brands across 5 sectors: healthcare, SaaS, financial services, e-commerce/retail, and legal services, using data from 8 AI platforms, including ChatGPT and Google AI. Findings show that healthcare, SaaS, and financial services brands are frequently mentioned and cited due to strong identifiers and third-party validation. In contrast, e-commerce brands are often mentioned but not cited, as AI platforms source content from marketplaces rather than the brand's domains. Legal services are cited but rarely mentioned, suggesting a need for stronger brand identity signals. The study also notes that each AI platform prefers different content types, and Google's personal intelligence update may bias results toward brands users have previously encountered. Despite the current low AI visibility for most brands, the study emphasizes that there is still an opportunity for brands to gain a first-mover advantage in AI search. The full Q1 2026 quarterly search report provides detailed insights and is available on the Victorious website for further exploration. In other news, Elon Musk's lawsuit against OpenAI, Sam Altman, Greg Brockman, and Microsoft was dismissed by a federal court after a jury found Musk had missed the statute of limitations. The case, which revolved around Musk's claims of breach of charitable trust, unjust enrichment, and Microsoft aiding an alleged breach, was dismissed by Judge Yvonne Gonzalez-Rogers following the jury's advisory verdict. Musk had sought Altman's removal, a reversal of OpenAI's restructuring, and up to $134 billion in alleged wrongful gains. The jury concluded that Musk knew enough about OpenAI's for-profit transition to have filed the lawsuit earlier, citing a 2020 tweet where Musk expressed concerns about OpenAI's relationship with Microsoft. OpenAI argued Musk was aware of the company's for-profit plans as early as 2017, placing his 2024 lawsuit outside the 3-year limit. The trial brought to light internal emails, power struggles, and OpenAI's non-profit-for-profit structure. While the case was dismissed on procedural grounds, it raised questions about the influence of public markets on OpenAI's nonprofit mission. Musk plans to appeal, calling the decision a calendar technicality. Moving on. In the healthcare sector, there is a notable gap between the high expectations for AI and the ability to scale these tools effectively. A study by Riverbed reveals that while 91% of healthcare leaders report satisfactory returns on AI investments, only 31% of organizations feel fully prepared to operationalize AI strategies. Investment in AI has nearly doubled, from $14.7 million in 2024 to $27 million in 2025. Yet 60% of AI projects remain in the pilot stage. Data quality is a significant barrier, with only 49% of decision-makers confident in their data's accuracy. Just 32% rate their data as excellent for relevance and 38% for consistency. The fragmented IT environment further complicates AI adoption, with healthcare organizations using an average of 13 observability tools from 9 vendors. This fragmentation creates operational silos, prompting 95% of organizations to consolidate tools and vendors. Reliable communication tools are critical, with 64% of respondents emphasizing their importance, though only 42% are satisfied with their performance. As AI strategies evolve, data movement and management become crucial, with 72% planning to establish formal AI data repository strategies by 2028, focusing on storage costs, security, and network reliability. With that said, xAI, Elon Musk's AI company, has launched the Skills feature for its AI assistant Grok, available on web, iOS, and Android. This feature enhances Grok's functionality by allowing it to retain memory across conversations, evolving from a basic Q&A chatbot to a programmable automated workspace. Users can now teach Grok specific tasks, enabling it to remember personal preferences, formatting rules, and workflow steps for future interactions. This development streamlines the user experience by eliminating the need to repeatedly input initial prompts or settings, making Grok more efficient and user-friendly. Shifting gears, a legal dispute between the Pentagon and AI company Anthropic has divided a panel of appellate judges, Anthropic claims Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth unlawfully labeled it a national security risk due to its concerns over AI in warfare. Judge Karen LaCraft Henderson criticized the Pentagon's stance as overreach, while Judge Naomi Rao questioned the court's authority to challenge Hegseth's judgment. Anthropic argues the Pentagon's actions are retaliatory and harm its reputation. A San Francisco judge previously ruled in Anthropic's favor, blocking the Pentagon's risk designation. However, the D.C. Circuit denied Anthropic's request to halt the Pentagon's actions during the appeal. The case highlights tensions over AI's role in military operations and national security. Finally, the New York Times reports that Meta is laying off 8,000 employees, approximately 10% of its workforce, as it pivots to focus on artificial intelligence. The layoffs began in Singapore and will continue across other regions, including the United States and Britain. In addition to the layoffs, 7,000 employees will be reassigned to new AI initiatives. Meta's headquarters in Menlo Park, California, are expected to be largely empty as employees have been advised to work from home. Some employees have expressed dissatisfaction with the company's new program to track their data for AI training, with over 1,000 signing a petition against it. Meta plans to invest between $125 billion and $145 billion in AI this year, more than double its spending in 2025. The company's transition has caused anxiety among its 78,000 employees, with some gathering to discuss their futures. Meta's chief technology officer, Andrew Bosworth, acknowledged the widespread concerns. A new team, Applied AI and Engineering, led by Maher Saba, is being formed to develop AI tools, with those joining the team being exempt from layoffs.
Thank you for tuning in to AI and Marketing. If you want to learn more, check out the episode description. Be sure to subscribe on your favorite podcast platform so you never miss an episode. Contact us to learn how to launch your own AI-generated podcast at nitromarketing.com. That's NYTRO marketing.com. See you tomorrow for more AI and tech news.